Here, color is not decoration, it's identity. Picture entire hillsides painted in waves of pink, blue, and yellow, each home like a brushstroke in a grand mural. Every building is a masterpiece, some washed in pastel serenity, others blazing in tropical intensity. Walls wear layers of hand-painted signs, announcing panaderias, cantinas, and old apothecaries. Murals rise 3 stories high, blending folk art with modern graffiti in a swirl of culture and rebellion. Festivals set the streets ablaze with papier-mâché creatures that dance under exploding fireworks. Churches gleam with mosaics so intricate they seem alive when sunlight hits them. Markets burst with the glow of hand-woven rebozos and ceramics glazed in vibrant patterns. The sound of bells mixes with mariachi trumpets, echoing off walls painted like festival banners. Even doorways are dressed in color, adorned with flowers that spill like confetti onto cobblestone streets. Churches crowned with domes of brilliant tiles rise against blue skies, glowing like jewels at sunset. Every corner feels like stepping into a painting, alive, textured, impossible to forget. And yet, behind the colors, you find traditions that are just as vivid. These are places where history and artistry fuse seamlessly into daily life. Let's step into the top 10 most colorful towns to explore in central Mexico. Xochimilco. Xochimilco is not just a neighborhood, it's a living echo of ancient Mexico. South of Mexico City, its canals weave like liquid veins, remnants of the vast lake system that once covered the Valley of Anahuac. Here, water and earth blend into floating gardens called chinampas, fertile plots first created by the Aztecs centuries ago. These gardens still produce flowers, vegetables, and herbs, keeping alive a tradition as old as Tenochtitlan itself. Step onto a brightly painted trajinera boat, and the scene unfolds like a dream. The water shimmers with reflections of colors, reds, yellows, blues, while mariachi bands float by, their music rippling across the canals. Musicians drift alongside, playing songs on request, while vendors glide up with tacos, souvenirs, and plants from the floating gardens. It's festive, but also calming, the kind of place where time stretches and the city beyond feels a world away. What makes Xochimilco truly fascinating is its history. The canals were engineered by the Aztecs as part of their massive lake system, and the chinampas remain in use today, proof of ancient innovation still shaping modern life. The people here are proud of their heritage, and you see it in their festivals, crafts, and celebrations. The most famous legend is that of La Llorona, a spirit said to wander the canals at night. Ask anyone, and they'll share their own haunting version of the tale. By day, Xochimilco brims with color and laughter. But at night, the canals carry a quieter, mysterious energy. The contrast makes it feel like two worlds woven into one. Even UNESCO recognized its significance, declaring Xochimilco a World Heritage Site for its cultural and ecological value. This delicate balance between culture and ecology makes the canals more than just a tourist attraction. Xochimilco is both a celebration and a sanctuary where life, history, and legend flow together on water. It's the kind of place where you can laugh with friends, hear a mariachi song, and still feel the pulse of ancient Mexico beneath it all. For many visitors, Xochimilco feels like the heartbeat of Mexico, colorful, timeless, and deeply connected to its past. San Miguel de Allende. High in the mountains of central Mexico lies a city that seems carved from sunlight and stone, San Miguel de Allende. Its cobblestone streets glisten after the rain, winding past walls painted in ochre, crimson, and terracotta. Its centerpiece, La Parroquia de San Miguel Arcángel, towers like a Gothic fairy tale, its pink facade glowing at sunrise and burning at sunset. But beyond the church, San Miguel is a city of secrets. Hidden courtyards shaded by vines, fountains whispering in silence, and narrow alleys where time stands still. History lovers can step into Ignacio Allende's House Museum, where Mexico's fight for independence still echoes through the halls. Art seekers will find endless galleries and workshops, since San Miguel has become an international hub for creativity and craftsmanship. Every week, the Tianguis markets burst alive with colors, selling embroidered textiles, silver jewelry, and fragrant spices. From the terraces, sunsets paint the city gold before fading into violet, while the church bells toll like a heartbeat. The nearby hot springs promise moments of stillness, their mineral waters offering ancient healing. Surrounding vineyards invite you to sip wine beneath endless skies, a blend of old-world tradition and Mexican soul. At night, mariachi music drifts across plazas where couples dance under lantern light. Cafes spill into cobblestone streets, serving churros dusted with sugar and mugs of thick, spiced chocolate. Festivals fill the calendar, most famously the Festival de San Miguel, where fireworks light up the sky in dazzling bursts. The Dia de los Muertos altars here glow with marigolds and candles, turning the city into a living tapestry of memory. Every corner feels like a painting, every doorway like a story, every rooftop like a stage for the sky. Locals welcome you with warmth, their traditions woven into every gesture, meal, and song. Horse-drawn carriages clatter at dusk, a reminder that time here moves at its own rhythm. From dawn's church bells to midnight serenades, the city breathes in music, art, and reverence. San Miguel de Allende is not just a destination, it is an atmosphere, a dream, a belonging. It lingers in your heart long after you've left, like a melody you can't forget. Puebla Centro. There is a city where legends walk hand in hand with reality, where volcanoes guard the skyline and churches rise like jewels from the earth. This is Puebla Centro, a colonial heart carved with precision almost 5 centuries ago. Its founding was no accident. The Spanish laid it out as a model city, a place where order and grandeur would reflect power. Yet what emerged was something more, a fusion of cultures, a cradle of stories that still shape Mexico today. At its core stands the majestic Cathedral of Puebla, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture whose towers stretch higher than any other in Mexico. Around it, churches rise in every direction, each decorated with ornate Talavera tiles, golden altars, and whispers of saints carried through the centuries. The city breathes with color, especially in the Talavera pottery that adorns facades, fountains, and domes, glistening under the sun like fragments of sky. Walk through the Biblioteca Palafoxiana, the oldest public library in the Americas, and you feel knowledge echoing from every shelf. The Zocalo, or main square, is the perfect starting point, lined with cafes, buzzing with mariachis, and alive with people at every hour. At night, the city glows golden under lamplight, transforming plazas into stages where life plays out endlessly. Puebla is also a feast. This is the birthplace of mole poblano, a rich sauce of chocolate, spices, and legend. Street vendors serve chiles and nogada, their colors echoing the Mexican flag in a single bite. Markets overflow with sweets, from camotes dusted in sugar to bright candies wrapped in cellophane. Locals stroll with ease, their conversations flowing like music across arcades and shaded walkways. For artists and dreamers, Puebla is a sanctuary, blending faith, legend, and craft into daily life. Every festival fills the air with fireworks, parades, and the ringing of cathedral bells. Beyond the city, Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl volcanoes rise in eternal watch, guardians of both myth and memory. It is a city where every stone whispers, every bell tells a story. This isn't just a stop in Mexico. It's one of the country's great treasures. And once you've seen its colors, tasted its food, and heard its bells, you'll understand why Puebla Centro is unforgettable. Cholula. Here stands the Great Pyramid of Cholula, the largest pyramid by volume on Earth, hidden under layers of soil and crowned by the Golden Dome Church of Our Lady of Remedies. From afar, It looks like a simple hill with a church on top, but beneath it rest centuries of pre-Hispanic secrets. They say Cholula has 365 churches, one for every day of the year, though the legend matters far more than the count. Walking here, you feel civilizations layered like pages of a book, pre-Hispanic ruins beneath your feet, colonial towers above your head, and modern life swirling around you. Tunnels carved into the Great Pyramid invite you into darkness, where murals still glow with ancient gods of rain and war. Climb to the summit, and Popocatépetl greets you again, its plume rising like a reminder of nature's eternal power. At sunrise, bells ring out across the valley, echoing between volcanoes and mountains that stand like sentinels of time. The Zocalo hums with life, vendors balancing baskets of sweets, musicians strumming guitars, and families gathering in the shade. Festivals burst across the calendar, from Day of the Dead altars glowing with marigolds to the vibrant Quetzalcoatl celebrations filled with feathers, drums, and dance. In markets, cooks prepare steaming mole poblano and tamales wrapped in fragrant leaves, carrying forward flavors centuries old. Craftspeople paint pottery with symbols that echo pre-Columbian deities, ensuring traditions never fade. Every street is a tapestry of cultures, woven from indigenous roots and Spanish influence, visible in every building, every recipe, every song. As dusk falls, lanterns flicker against the colonial facades, and the pyramid glows quietly beneath the stars. The silhouette of church domes rises against the night sky, like crowns of light above the valley. For artists, pilgrims, and dreamers alike, Cholula feels less like a city and more like a living crossroads of time. It is a place where myths still breathe, where every stone holds a whisper of both empire and faith. To wander here is to step inside a story written over centuries, yet still unfolding with each generation. Cholula is not just a destination. It is a memory that lingers, a city that follows you long after you've left. And once you stand on its pyramid beneath the gaze of Popocatépetl, you'll know why Cholula never truly lets you go. Santiago de Querétaro, Centro. Just a few hours from Mexico City lies Querétaro's Centro Histórico, one of Mexico's best-kept treasures. The first sight that seizes your eye is the aqueduct, its 74 stone arches stretching across the horizon like an ancient crown. Long before the Spaniards, the Otomi people called this valley sacred, believing it to be blessed by the gods. In the 16th century, the Spanish founded Santiago de Querétaro, shaping it into a jewel of Baroque and neoclassical beauty. Yet beneath its polished plazas beats the heart of rebellion. Here, secret meetings ignited Mexico's War of Independence. At the city's core lies Plaza de Armas, alive with fountains, music, and the constant laughter of children. The Cathedral of Querétaro rises like a sentinel, its bells echoing across centuries of faith and history. Baroque churches gleam quietly in side streets, their golden altars shimmering in candlelight. Colonial mansions with wrought iron balconies and courtyards fragrant with jasmine whisper of the wealth of New Spain. But Querétaro is also the cradle of freedom. Its walls once sheltered conspirators who dared to dream of a new nation. Murals splash color across facades, retelling battles and heroes in bold strokes of pride. Markets bustle with vendors offering handmade candies and silverwork, traditions passed down through generations. As twilight falls, families gather in plazas, filling the air with the hum of conversation and the glow of lanterns. Students from local universities add a vibrant, youthful rhythm that blends seamlessly with historic charm. Every street feels like a postcard, colonial doors, iron balconies, flowers tumbling from windows. Museums open gateways into art, history, and identity, turning every visit into both discovery and delight. The centro is remarkably clean, safe, and photogenic, making it irresistible for both wanderers and storytellers. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Querétaro balances preservation with a lively, modern pulse. It is not simply a city, it is a living memory where the past and present meet in every stone. And once you walk its streets, Querétaro doesn't just welcome you, it calls you back again and again. Morelia. In the heart of Michoacán, Morelia rises like a city carved from rose-hued stone. Its historic center glows with pink quarry facades that turn golden at sunset, painting the city in soft light. The aqueduct, built in the 18th century, is more than an engineering marvel. It is a monument to persistence and faith. Within the city's walls, conspiracies once brewed that would ignite Mexico's independence, making Morelia not only beautiful, but revolutionary. The air is filled with music, sometimes from classical orchestras, sometimes from mariachis, sometimes from the laughter of children chasing balloons in the plaza. Festivals here feel like enchantments. Day of the Dead turns streets into pathways of marigold, while the music festival fills churches and theaters with divine harmonies. At the core, the Cathedral of Morelia dominates with twin towers that soar into the sky, a masterpiece of Baroque grandeur. Morelia's elegance lies not only in architecture, but also in its rhythm, slow, refined, yet deeply alive. Each plaza feels like a living room, where conversations stretch into the night. Churches with golden altars whisper of faith, while libraries preserve centuries of wisdom. The city's vibrant markets are a sensory delight, where the aromas of traditional cuisine mingle with the bright colors of artisan crafts. Every morning, the soft glow of dawn on the pink stone walls feels like a new beginning, a promise of beauty. The air is fragrant with tamales, corundas, and carnitas, recipes passed down through generations. Beyond the center, landscapes roll into mountains, lakes, and Purepecha villages that preserve pre-Hispanic traditions. Morelia is not just a city, it is a symphony of stone, song, and spirit. The past breathes in every arch, yet the present dances in every plaza. To walk Morelia's streets is to walk inside poetry. And once you do, the city stays with you forever. Taxco. Imagine a town where every rooftop looks like it belongs in a painting. That's Taxco, Mexico's silver capital, clinging dramatically to a mountainside just 2 hours from Mexico City. This isn't only a beautiful town. It's a living museum of silver, carrying 4 centuries of mining heritage. For generations, miners drew fortunes from the earth, transforming Taxco into one of the wealthiest colonial towns in the Americas. At the heart of it all rises the Santa Prisca Church, its Baroque towers piercing the sky, its pink facade glowing at sunset like fire. Legends whisper of veins of silver so rich they could have built walls from pure ore. And locals still tell the story of Don José de la Borda, the miner whose fortune financed Santa Prisca's grandeur. Beyond wealth and history, Taxco thrives with tradition. During Holy Week, solemn processions wind through cobblestone streets, blending faith, devotion, and haunting theatrical intensity. In the markets, stalls glitter with handmade necklaces, rings, and ornaments, each piece a story of heritage in silver form. From above, the town is a sea of red-tiled rooftops tumbling down the slopes, a view that feels both endless and intimate. Step outside the plaza, and the hills open into panoramas of valleys bathed in golden light. It's the kind of scene that makes you pause, breathe, and realize you've stepped into a painting. Even the narrowest alleys feel alive, with whitewashed walls, iron balconies, and bougainvillea spilling like rivers of color. Artists, dreamers, And travelers often call Taxco a hidden gem, a secret Mexico shares only with those willing to climb its hills. The town is both quiet and vibrant, steeped in history, yet alive with creativity at every corner. Taxco is not just a stop on a map. It is a feeling of timeless wonder etched in silver and stone. And once you've walked its streets, gazed from its rooftops, and held its silver in your hands, you'll understand why Taxco never truly leaves you. Pátzcuaro. Pátzcuaro is more than just a town. It feels like a doorway into another world. Nestled beside a highland lake in Michoacán, it carries a sense of mystery that lingers in every street and plaza. The Purépecha people, who lived here long before the Spaniards arrived, believed the lake was a sacred gateway between the world of the living and the dead. That ancient belief still breathes through the town's traditions today. At the center lies Plaza Vasco de Quiroga, one of the largest colonial squares in Latin America, alive with families, musicians, and visitors sipping hot atole. Stories of Bishop Vasco de Quiroga, who once dreamed of building a utopia here, still shape the town's spirit. Pátzcuaro is also a town of artisans. Its markets overflow with lacquerware, woven textiles, and hand-carved masks, each piece tied to centuries of tradition. But the most magical moment arrives every November, during Dia de los Muertos. On the lake's tiny islands, like Janitzio, thousands of candles flicker through the night, guiding souls back to their families. The reflection of light across the water creates a vision both haunting and beautiful, one of Mexico's most iconic cultural scenes. Beyond festivals, the lake itself offers a sense of serenity, often cloaked in morning mist. Here, fishermen still cast their butterfly-shaped nets, a timeless dance on the water that looks unchanged for centuries. The sound of church bells, the rustle of the plaza trees, the laughter of children, it all blends into a rhythm that feels eternal. Every corner seems touched with cinematic drama, as if the town itself were built for storytelling. For travelers, Pátzcuaro is not just a destination, but an immersion into memory, legend, and living tradition. It is a place where the living and the dead are never far apart, where faith and culture intertwine seamlessly. Even in its quiet moments, the town radiates an energy that feels both sacred and deeply human. Pátzcuaro isn't just a town you visit, it's a place you carry with you, like a dream that never fades. Campeche. Imagine a walled city straight out of a movie, where pirate legends come to life. That's Campeche, a UNESCO World Heritage Site on Mexico's Gulf Coast. The first thing you notice are the colors. Every street is a rainbow of colonial houses, perfectly restored yet alive with daily life. Then you see the walls, massive stone defenses that once kept the city safe from pirates. It feels like stepping onto the set of a historical epic, complete with forts, cannons, and lookout towers facing the sea. Inside those walls, the town feels peaceful, almost timeless. Plaza de la Independencia is its heart, with the twin towers of the cathedral rising proudly above. At sunset, the Malecon becomes a golden stage, where locals stroll as the sea turns to fire. Museums preserve relics of Mayan treasures, colonial maps, and pirate weapons, keeping the city's layered past alive. Just outside, the ruins of Edzna whisper of civilizations that thrived long before the Spaniards arrived. Everywhere you walk, history feels close, yet the city pulses with modern life. Cafes spill into plazas, music drifts through the streets, and children play beneath the watchful gaze of the old walls. The people of Campeche are proud of their heritage, always eager to share stories of their pirate past. Their warmth and resilience are part of what makes the city unforgettable. At night, cool breezes sweep through the streets, carrying the scent of the sea. Lights illuminate the walls, turning them into glowing sculptures of stone and memory. The atmosphere feels both festive and intimate, a balance that makes Campeche unique. It is a city of legend, resilience, and beauty, where every corner has a story to tell. To walk here is to travel through time, with one foot in the past and the other in a present that still feels magical. Campeche is not just history, it's a living masterpiece painted in color, sea, and story. Guanajuato. Imagine a city where underground tunnels carry you like veins through a hidden body, and above ground, houses painted in jewel tones spill down the mountainside. That city is Guanajuato, once one of the richest silver mining hubs on Earth. The Spaniards built it in the 16th century, carving streets so narrow they became legends themselves. The wealth of those mines shaped towering cathedrals, gilded altars, and theaters fit for royalty. But history here isn't just about riches, it's about rebellion. Guanajuato was the spark of Mexico's independence movement, with El Pipila immortalized as the man who carried fire to freedom. Walking through town, you stumble into Callejón del Beso, where two lovers defied fate across balconies just inches apart. You pass Diego Rivera's childhood home, now a museum that reveals the roots of one of Mexico's greatest artists. And then comes the eerie attraction, the Mummy Museum, where naturally preserved bodies rest in glass cases, a chilling yet fascinating chapter of local lore. Forget wide boulevards. Here, streets are so tight you could stretch your arms and touch both walls. Cars often dive into tunnels that weave beneath the city, leaving the surface for pedestrians to explore on foot. Its hillsides are dotted with houses painted every shade imaginable, cascading down like a rainbow frozen in time. From the overlook of El Pipila, the view stretches endlessly, proving why the city is considered one of Mexico's most beautiful. Markets overflow with tamales, enchiladas mineras, and handmade crafts that speak of tradition. Guanajuato is not stuck in the past. It breathes with modern energy and youthful spirit. Music drifts from plazas at night, where mariachi bands and students with guitars turn cobblestone streets into open-air stages. For travelers, Guanajuato is not just a place to see, but a city to feel, to hear, to taste. It's a treasure chest of color, history, and legend, waiting for you to open it.